Okay.
All right, and what's your name?
Dave Ryan.
All right, and what is your position here?
I'm the general manager here.
And I was gonna say, what department do you work for? I guess that's the whole store.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you do on a daily basis?
Well, my main job is to oversee the whole operations of the facility.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to touch base with all the different department managers we have and talk to as many employees as we have. And then we run our operations pretty tight, so I'll go help. I know what time a department's gonna need help, so I'll go help. In the morning I'll help clean up the floor, and I'll help on the front end, and then help on the floor again, check in with our ancillary departments, just kind of try to, my job is to try to be ahead of the game, so to know what's gonna happen, prepare for it, address it, so that the operation runs smoothly all day.
Okay. And what else does your job entail other than what you do on a daily basis?
Well, I'm responsible for the safety and security of all the members, as well as employees in the warehouse. So we do go over performance evaluations, making sure safety training is complete. Got a lot of legal things that I have to take care of, responding to different requests from my boss or the corporate office on items.
Okay.
Go over emails, all kinds of stuff.
Okay. And what would you say you enjoy your job?
Oh yeah, yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Good.
Yeah.
And how would you say your relationship with the store employees and with upper management, such as corporate?
Well, my relationship with corporate is great. My boss, he leaves me alone. I do my job.
Yeah.
I hope that the employees respect me. I think we have good morale, and the warehouse runs fine. You know, not too many issues. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so I think it's pretty good.
Okay. And do you get along with your employees and
Oh
managers?
yeah, very good.
Good. And how often do you communicate with each employee, or I guess just employees in general?
Pretty much my job is consistent communication.
Okay.
It doesn't stop all day long.
Summer graduation schedule of
And how do you feel about upper management? Like, aside from just your boss, like all of upper management?
I have a lot of respect for the upper management in the company, because in Costco the culture's been that people are promoted from within. So my boss started as a stalker, you know, worked his way up to warehouse manager, so he understands what my challenges are, and so I think it's good.
Okay. And how do you feel about your subordinates?
Oh, very good.
Good.
Yeah.
And let's see. And if you were to have a problem and you weren't able to go to your direct manager, would you be able to go to somebody else?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have a human resource department, corporate office.
Okay. And how familiar are you with store policies are they available whenever people need them? Okay. And how many people would you say work at the store?
280, I think.
Oh, that's quite a bit more than I thought. How many departments are within the store?
Let's see. That's good. I think there's, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. I think 11 main departments, core departments.
Okay. And how many department managers are there?
22.
Are there expectation and common goals between all the departments?
Yes. Yeah, we have weekly meetings where we'll get together and talk about whether it's safety or performance goals.
Okay. And do you feel like there's any significant problems within the company, whether it be business or personnel?
As far as in our warehouse, no. I mean, there's a challenge of always trying to drive more sales.
Mm-hmm.
That's been hard, you know. But
Okay.
we work for a big company and we take care of the employees and the right ideas.
And what would you like to see happen within the company?
I'd like to see, you know, I guess some more ability on my part to have autonomy of how to, you know, run the facility and figure out how to have more time so I can communicate with employees more.
Yeah. And when problems arises, does the company deal with them quickly, or are there other problems that the company deals with first more than others?
No, I think try to address anything that comes up that day, you know, quickly. And if you have multiple things come up, you know, then you're gonna have to prioritize. You know what's, you know, if something needs to be taken care of immediately, or if it can be taken care of in a couple days, or the legal issues are addressed right away.
Okay. Like, what priority would you say, like, would you deal with first rather than others if you were swamped with many different problems?
Well, let's say I had, you know, an employee with that needed help with their job, and then I had another employee that maybe is having a disagreement with another employee, and then I had a member that fell in the parking lot. I would probably, you know, first I would take care of the member, you know, that's an immediate concern. You know, then I would probably go to employees that are having a disagreement, because that could get difficult if it continues, and then I follow up with an employee that needed help in their position.
Okay. And do you feel like there's any like communication problems between like employees to upper management, whether it be their department managers, the store manager, or even corporate?
Yeah, I think this just because some of the communication gets lost in translation, and I think that you know, even though I think we do a good job of communicating, I think we over communicate sometimes. That you know, somebody reads something, they perceive it, or they hear something and they perceive it, and then that gets kind of spread around, and sometimes instead of somebody coming to the source, you know, they'll believe what they think they heard, and I think that could be probably the biggest issue.
Okay. And how often do concerns usually come up from employees?
Well, I think employees come up on a consistent basis, you know, asking me, you know, what are we doing, or why are we doing this. But as far as, you know, like major upset employees, it's really only probably once a week maybe.
Okay.
Not a lot.
Okay. Are there policies for employees available for when they're unable to go to their direct managers for concerns?
Yeah, we have what's called an open door policy in the company. And so the open door policy is that an employee can go to any supervisor or manager with a concern that they have, or they can go to my boss, our boss's boss, or the human resource department.
Okay. How often do you? Oh, okay. We already went over that one a couple while back. Is there a human resources person within each store, or is it just on the corporate level?
There's not a specific human resource department. I'm probably myself, an administration manager, more the human resource specialists. There's a human resource department at the corporate office that you can call into.
Okay. I think we already went over a lot of these. I kind of wrote this. I wrote a rough draft, and I had my teammates go through it.
Okay,
They
no
didn't
problem.
work on it too much.
No problem.
I was gonna say how many people like have the same type of position in this company as you do?
So I think there's 622 warehouses now, so 622 me.
Okay. And what kind of complaint do you most often come across?
From employees?
Yes.
Probably the biggest complaint is it's either schedule or they feel like they aren't getting treated properly. You know, miscommunication sometimes.
Okay. And do they do they get do they get handled effectively and in a timely manner?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Try to, you know, if I can, I'll address immediately, or if not, if I have to do research, then I'll follow up as soon as I can.
Okay. And I think that's all the questions I have for you.
Okay.
All right, thank you.